Today we are doing an awesome sci-fi movie recap. In this story, the characters live in a world where everyone has an incredible memory of all their past lives. They refer to themselves as infinite among the infinites. Two groups are in a competition for power, and the race is on to control it. So get comfortable, relax, and be sure to subscribe to catch more of our recaps. In 1985, in Mexico City, a man named Treadway is on the run from the police. His friends Abel and Leona are with him, discussing a stolen egg. While driving, they encounter a police roadblock. Treadway, facing the possibility of failure, instructs Abel to look inside himself. In a daring move, Treadway leaps from his car midair onto a crane, escaping the police. Abel and Leona, waiting below, are relieved until a truck crashes into them, killing them. Fast forward to present day in 2020 in New York City. Evan wakes up from a vivid nightmare. He battles schizophrenia and takes multiple medications daily, struggling to find stable employment due to past violent incidents and institutionalization. To afford his medications, Evan works for shady individuals and even forges a Japanese katana, despite lacking the proper training. He brought the katana to a local drug dealer to trade for some pills. The dealer, impressed by the katana, offered fewer pills than agreed. Then, he decided to use the katana on a girl nearby. Angry and disappointed, Evan fought the dealer's guards, let the girl escape, reclaimed his katana, and fled. The dealer pursued him, but Evan easily escaped, only to be later arrested by the police. In the investigation room, a man named Bathurst claimed to know Evan from a past life in the Second Punic War. Bathurst insisted that Evan's teenage injuries blocked his past life memories. Evan, thinking Bathurst was a psycho doctor, was skeptical. To prove his point, Bathurst showed 5 materials made by Evan in his previous life, then threatened Evan with a gun to trigger his memories. Evan began recalling bits of his past life under the pressure. Nora, unexpectedly, drove into the room, broke Evan's cuffs, and escaped with him in her car. A high-stakes car chase ensued through the city, with Bathurst in pursuit. Eventually, Nora and Evan managed to escape the police and Bathurst, ending the thrilling chase. In Bathurst, Evan arrives at a private airport feeling confused. Nora reassures him that he's not crazy and that his memories and skills are from past lives. She explains that his dreams are actually memories, not hallucinations. Nora invites Evan to join her, promising answers to the mysteries of his life. Evan agrees, and they board a plane. During the journey, Nora shares more about the Infinites, a rare group of 500 individuals worldwide, and the ongoing war between two factions. Evan learns that he was a member of the Believers, known as Heinrich Treadway. They reach the Believers' headquarters, the Hub. Nora shows Evan a picture from a past life where he was Treadway along with her and another person named Abel. Evan is introduced to Garrick, the head of technology and research. They take him to a virtual sandbox, a holographic history room, where Evan witnesses the past lives of Bathurst. Garrick explains that Treadway and Bathurst were close friends for centuries. However, 300 years ago, Bathurst lost faith and sought to stop the reincarnation process. In his past life, Bathurst created an egg, a biological weapon designed to kill all living things on Earth. The goal was to eliminate all life, including animals, to prevent further reincarnation. The egg disintegrates DNA, accelerating the process of killing and wiping out all life in a short time. Nora tells the story of how Treadway, in his last life, raided Bathurst's place, stole a crucial egg, and killed Bathurst's scientists and engineers. This left Bathurst unable to recreate the egg. Shortly after, Treadway died, taking the egg's whereabouts with him. Meanwhile, in New York, Bathurst finds Porter, who works for Nora endlessly. Bathurst tortures Porter to reveal Nora's hiding place and then kills him. In another part of the story, Garrick takes Evan to a storage room where previous dead bodies of infinites are kept. Evan is disturbed, but Nora explains that Treadway believed in the untapped potential of humans. By studying infinites' bodies, they might uncover more about these abilities. Garrick adds that Treadway could manipulate the world's energy at a deep, subconscious level, making it challenging for humans to access. Evan, during training, recalls parts of his past life fight with Bathurst, but can't fully remember. In the weapons room, Kovich reverse engineers Bathurst's gun, named the Dethroner. The bullets from this gun extract consciousness from infinites, storing it in a computer chip and halting the reincarnation process. Bathurst used this weapon to kill over 200 infinites, storing their chips in his lair. Evan then visits Nora's room, where he sees pictures of her past lives. Nora explains that she and Abel have loved each other in multiple lives. Whenever they are reincarnated, they meet in the same place they call the beginning. Nora shares that many infinites recall their past lives when they're young, especially during puberty. Evan, who has been diagnosed with schizophrenia, inquires about Abel. Nora reveals that Abel, once a significant figure in their past life, has been dethroned. Evan, understanding the concept of the dethroner, returns to his memory training to retrieve the hidden egg. Recalling the night in Mexico, Evan remembers a confrontation with Bathurst on a crane, but struggles to recollect Treadway's memories. The memory machine at the hub is malfunctioning, but Garrett suggests seeking help from the artisan, another infinite in New York, who possesses a memory-restoring machine. Evan and Nora head to New York, while Bathurst, sensing Evan should regain his memory, prepares to raid the hub the next morning. The raid unfolds as planned, resulting in casualties and hostages. Bathurst confronts Garrick, revealing their past romantic connection. They argue about morals, and Bathurst threatens to dethrone Garrick's disciples. Nora and Evan locate Artisan in a casino. Although initially reluctant due to a past grievance with Treadway, Artisan agrees to help recover Evan's memories. Evan undergoes the memory machine's intense experience, simulating the sensation of nearing death. Bathurst arrives at the casino, observing their actions through security cameras. Artisan starts a machine, triggering Evan's vivid memories of his past life. However, the process overwhelms him, and as he begins to drown in the memories, someone urgently shouts for the machine to stop. Nora intervenes, insisting that Evan be pulled out to prevent any harm. Evan is unresponsive and not breathing, prompting Nora to try and revive him. Despite initial struggles, Evan gradually recalls more about his past life and miraculously comes back to life. He reveals his true identity as Treadway and discloses that the egg is hidden in his previous body. Meanwhile, Bathurst, observing the situation, sends his enforcers to eliminate them. In the ensuing chaos, Evan is shot in the gut, but with the help of Artisan and Nora, they manage to escape. Kovich, opposing Bathurst's forces, holds them off, but Bathurst eventually overthrows him. Aware of the egg's location, Bathurst's team retrieves it from Evan's body, attaches it to a bomb, and loads it onto a plane. Evan wakes up in a hideout, injured from the gunshot and unconscious for some time. He learns from Artisan that Nora has ventured alone to confront Bathurst. Outside Bathurst's compound, Nora, equipped with a sniper, attempts to take him down. However, Bathurst counters with drones and goons, setting the stage for a tense confrontation. Nora skillfully avoids the attacking drones and defeats some of the enemies, but soon finds herself overwhelmed. Just in time, Evan and Artisan come to her aid. Artisan destroys the drones, and Evan rescues Nora, driving them to the compound. Upon arrival, they face Bathurst's henchmen, and Nora is shot. Despite the odds, Evan eliminates the goons. Norad informs Evan that she intends to free the captive people stored in a chip. She pleads with him to stop Bathurst from causing further harm. As Bathurst's plane takes off, Evan pursues on a bike, eventually leaping off a cliff onto the plane's wing. He crashes his bike into a turbine, attempting to thwart Bathurst. In a daring move, Evan uses his powers to resist the wind and stands on the flying plane. After a tense struggle, Evan discovers a bomb on the plane but is shot in the head by Bathurst before he can defuse it. Surprisingly, Evan survives due to a steel plate in the back of his head. He confronts Bathurst, and they engage in a fierce battle. Bathurst decides to drop the bomb mid-air, prompting Evan to jump after it. Bathurst follows suit, leading to a mid-air fight. Evan seizes Bathurst's gun, dethrones him, and defuses the bomb. In a final confrontation, Evan and Bathurst plummet into the ocean. Evan survives, but Bathurst meets his demise. Back at the compound, a battered Nora and Artisan eliminate the remaining enemies and locate the room where Bathurst had stored the captives. In a tale of dethroned individuals, they devise a plan involving explosives and chips. Nora instructs Artisan to leave, and she sacrifices herself by detonating the bomb. Her goal is to free the infinite, but at the cost of her own life. Nora desires reincarnation to be with her lover Abel, aspiring to share the same age as him. Years later, we witness Nora and Abel's reunion. Meanwhile, Treadway has been reborn in Jakarta, Indonesia, becoming a skilled sword fighter. The older Artisan, who survived, visits Treadway, presenting him with a katana. Treadway, now with full memory, questions the delay, bringing the story to a thrilling conclusion. I hope you enjoyed our recap. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next recap.